Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is Friday night Smackdown. After a trip back over to Europe for whatever reason, we're back in California. Apparently we can only go 2 places in the world this week. But yes, we're in Fresno for what is going to be a big episode of Friday Night Smackdown. Next week has the WWE Championship rematch between Kevin Owens and Bobby Fish. But tonight, SmackDown looking to put on just as big of a show anyways. Yep, that's the first match, that one there. Randy Orton, who eliminated Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble, takes on the man injured by Brock Lesnar, and of course who made his return at the Royal Rumble being Sami Zayn. And then, big main event matchup, just 1 week before their match for the WWE Championship. Bobby Fish and Mark Henry team up to take on Kevin Owens and CM Punk. What a night this is going to be. 2 big matches, and we're going to kick things off with Drew Galloway against Dean Malenko. But there we go, so as things get underway, I'm your host for this evening, Living Legend Lives, Crisco, joined as always by JDL, John Dave Shirleyfield.
And by God, we're ready to fight here on Friday night.
Good beverage there sponsoring us tonight.
Friday night?
No, the beverage I'm drinking currently.
Sponsored to you by Beverage.
Drink some.
Yes.
So, yes, it's this opening matchup, Galloway against Malenko. What's your take on it?
Wait, what?
What's your take on the match? This opening match?
It should definitely be a great back and forth matchup. Lots of technical stuff and lots of strikes. I imagine too. I imagine Drew Galloway is going to be trying to do a lot of vicious strikes.
These are, of course, 2 men who had the opportunity to qualify for the Royal Rumble. Neither of which got the opportunity, obviously. Malenko there was beaten by Randy Orton. Galloway by Cody Rhodes. But, of course, there is a bit of problems going on right now, I suppose you could say, for Drew Galloway. Him and James Storm, don't know what's going on between them.
I don't either.
I mean, you know, one moment they were fine together and they were winning the tag team titles, and then, I don't know, something just changed.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
And then they started having problems, and the problems led to them losing the tag team titles back at TLC. Of course, there are no problems for Dean Malenko. He's a man who focuses on wrestling, and he's pretty good at it. So, success.
That he does.
Who takes the match? Gonna ask early. Who's gonna win?
I gotta go with Malenko. I feel like he's going to start getting some momentum going for him and actually get something going.
Well, there you go. Right, I'm gonna flash back to something. Last week we were on about Evolution. Remember that?
Yes.
With them potentially having a new member brought into them. Could you see a Dean Malenko joining them?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. I don't know. Are we having communication issues?
We're having technical difficulties.
Oh dear. Right, let me adjust that. You fill time, I'm adjusting.
Okay. Well, here we go. We got Galloway and Malenko. Galloway's taunting. I don't know why that would be smart against Dean Malenko. He's the type to take advantage of situations like that, as you see here. Oh, never mind. Well, he was trying to deliver a powerbomb there, but Galloway into an arm drag there. And
are we better?
Yes.
Right.
Whoever SmackDown's production crew is doing a fun job.
What's happened to them? But what I was asking was Malenko Evolution. Could you see that being a suitable decision for a Dean Malenko
to join Evolution? Possibly. Dean Malenko seems like the type that he's kind of more of a lone wolf kind of person, though. Like he kind of does his own thing. I mean, even in those tag team matches that we've seen, he didn't really, the tag team matches where he's teamed up with like Cody and stuff. He didn't really seem to be too much into the tag team. He was just kind of like wrestling a match because he was there. So it'd be kind of awkward to see him in a kind of a team setting. But I mean, it would definitely help Evolution.
There you go. So regarding that question, because obviously we don't know who it is and we don't know when they'll be revealed, who could you see joining it on the SmackDown roster?
I don't know. I don't know if there's anybody necessarily on the SmackDown roster that would work well with it. I mean, I feel like, you know, I guess that's kind of the cool thing about it is you really don't know who could end up joining it. But I mean, you know, it's kind of, there's a lot of different possibilities out there, but it doesn't really feel like there's a whole lot of people who would fit completely well with Evolution. But that's been kind of the surprise. Like, you know, sometimes people join up with groups over and you never know, you don't know how it's going to end up being until you actually see them in it. Like, for example, like with Baron Corbin with the Four Horsemen over in ECW. Like, we thought that was going to be a terrible fit, and now they're actually, you know, it's actually a really good fit. So I guess we'd have to wait and see.
So you said in the rumor that no one from SmackDown. So from the wording, do you think it's an NXT talent? Is that your prediction?
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, I don't necessarily know who could do it. I don't know who it could be. I mean, it could very well be a SmackDown person. It could be an NXT person. I'm not sure. I can't really predict a specific someone, you know, as to who it would be, because I can't think of anybody who would work really well with O'Reilly and Orton and all that. But you never know what's going to happen. That's kind of the thing.
It was worth an ambitious guess.
I don't really have an idea.
Alright, okay, that makes sense. Well, none of us have any idea, so that'll be fun. Rest of the matches tonight. What is going on after this one? Memory serves me correct. Oh, yeah. You know how SmackDown have apparently acquired Winter? As we saw
apparently
last week. Guess who isn't happy about that?
I would probably have to say the one who's not like most girls.
Correct. Nia Jax wants to prove she's the most dominant force on SmackDown, and tonight she says she's going to destroy and obliterate poor Naomi. As Drew Galloway tries to get a win. Yeah. Oh, Malenko added a 2.
I mean,
good.
I guess that makes sense. You know,
so apparently we've got a power struggle in the SmackDown women's division.
There you go.
And then, going off of their success last week, we're going to see Enzo and Cass in the building tonight. Once again, but this time it'll be singles competition as Dash Wilder from the Revival steps up to go one-on-one with Big Cass, with, of course, their tag team partners at ringside.
Well, that'll be an interesting matchup. Kind of a bit of a David and Goliath matchup, almost.
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. And then, of course, the 2 matches that were advertised later on tonight. Thankfully, we are safe because Brock Lesnar is not here. He's gone home to wherever he lives. Yes.
I mean, you know, we've seen over the last few weeks here in the ProJaked universe that just because somebody supposedly leaves or is supposedly banned doesn't necessarily mean that they're actually gone.
No, we're all okay. We're all okay. As Malenko hits another Tiger Bomb, and it's nearly a win there. But yeah, we're all good. He's not here. Don't ask about Bobby Roode coming back because he's not here nor there nor anyway. He's still dead.
Apparently.
And that's all the stories we can really give you. This now, Malenko, power bomb, nice move there, into the cover, in a dominant position, like we saw from Ibushi on ECW, shifting into that Boston Crab.
Can he get the win
Man
with
of
this?
1,000 holds, literally using it there.
Not able to get the victory there, though.
Maybe he needs to go to hold number 1. His old favorite Texas Cloverleaf, which of course he's made some big names tap out in the past too.
Meanwhile, big boot.
Gonna be a big win for Galloway. Not yet.
Nope.
2 count. This has been back and forth since the ring bell. I'm liking this so far between these 2 men.
Galloway going for something here.
Looking for another Future Shock DDT here on Malenko. This could put him down for good. There it is. The former tag team champion has to take a little while there to get that pin happening. Could have given Malenko enough time to kick out. And, just about.
Malenko showing that heart and determination that we know from him in all of his previous matches. Taking a lot to put him down in other matches so far, and he's proven it here tonight too well.
Can you imagine?
Respects.
Let's go get no. Okay. Can you imagine one of these two men potentially challenging Brock Lesnar? No offense to them, but I don't think their chances will be too great.
No, yeah, I don't really think so. I mean, Malenko might give at least a little bit of a challenge because he brings a technical style to it. He try to match up with Brock Lesnar's kind of more technical wrestling style.
But Brock Lesnar can counter that with something called brute force. As there's a cover by Galloway after that back body drop. Oh.
All right.
Galloway wins.
There you are.
That was an anticlimactic victory.
Must have been knocked out. Only go with that back body drop somehow.
Maybe cause some sort of muscle problem, I guess. I don't know. I'm hazarding a guess here. That was random, but there you go. Galloway wins to kick things off on SmackDown.
Good match with the weird ending.
What this means for him going forward, I don't know, but we've got a long way to go until SmackDown's next pay-per-view, so anything can happen.
Very true.
But of course, speaking of pay-per-views, we've got yours coming up in just 2 days' time.
That we do. Vengeance. With a stacked card.
Yes.
Including the 2017 Royal Rumble winner.
Oh, there he is. That's gonna be
meanwhile, somebody is a Zayn.
Well, she can be a amazing, but another thing she might be by the end of the night is dead.
Well, maybe being a Zayn is gonna be better than being like most girls. Or not being like most girls, that is.
Yeah, but don't think so. No, I'm just gonna say. Apparently, the motto of this message is don't be like most girls. Because look, Winter and Nia Jax, they're not like most girls. Winter's a weirdo. Nia Jax is
I don't know if you want to be making that comparison, especially since Nia Jax is about to come out here. Nia Jax is the only one that's not like most girls. I don't think she wants anybody else to be known as somebody else who's not like most girls.
Actually, Winter's kind of not like anyone, so there we go. That works for her best.
There you go. Oh my gosh. Nia Jax is going to... you want to take bets on how long this match is going to take, Crisco?
I got 3 minutes.
You know what? I'll take
3 minutes and Naomi. I got 3 minutes and Naomi to get in less than 10 moves.
I got the under on that. I think it's going to take. I think it's going to be less time than that.
All right, well there you go. I mean, you can understand the frustration in Nia Jax. In her mind, she's the #1 contender for SmackDown.
Yes.
She's beaten Sasha. She's basically destroyed everyone who's walked in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
But Winter comes back on the scene, and now all the attention and all the focus goes on Winter because, unlike Nia Jax, and unlike basically anyone else, she just ran into the ring and started attacking Becky Lynch.
Yes.
Although
credit credit does need to be given where the fact that Winter was one of the most dominant women's champions in this universe's history.
Yes, absolutely. There's no getting away from that. But oh god, imagine if Nia Jax and Winter were to meet one-on-one.
I mean, I guess it's probably going to happen at some point because
I assume so.
You figure there's going to be, especially with the smaller, women's division on SmackDown. I mean, not necessarily like, it's about the same size as Raw, but I mean, like, with only so many women you could be going up against, eventually they're going to end up crossing paths.
Oh yeah. Look at this now. I mean, Naomi's got in 2 Hurricanranas so far.
Yep.
This is unlike what I was expecting. My bets are not feeling that confident.
Well. Yeah.
Well,
there you go. I don't think we can count out Nia Jax.
Oh, it's destruction. I think it was against Naomi who Nia Jax made her. Was it against Naomi when Nia Jax made her debut and just threw her all over the arena, basically?
Possibly. I believe so.
She's trying to suplex her. Yeah, good job. Oh my god, she counted into a roll up because she's not like most girls.
Roll up.
Almost a 3 count.
Well, it's because of all that added mass. It's kind of harder to get out when you just got that. When you got all that extra mass on top of you like that.
That running knee there, that probably could have knock the majority of people out, to be fair.
Sitting there.
Yeah. Seeing these moves, you know, if they were done by Naomi to someone else, you'd be like, oh, that was a good move. But watching Nia do them to, you know, these smaller athletes that the women are,
oh god.
Oh, I don't know where everyone possesses the strength from, but apparently, oh my god, should have finished it. You've just enraged Nia Jax. Well done.
Oh, and then you hit the other variation of it.
You are just begging to be killed. Uh-oh, here comes that spinebuster by Nia. It's got to be close to being put away already. Nia Jax, leg drop to Naomi. The cover, 1, 2. Oh my, no, that's... Why?
Because Naomi apparently wants a chance here on SmackDown.
Yeah, if you want a chance, you take the pin and you're like, oh good, I'm still alive, my career's still going.
Well, she did pick up Nia Jax, but she couldn't actually slam her because Nia came out the back there.
It's because Nia's not like most... Oh, good God.
Oh,
that's...
God.
Oh. She bounced off the...
Back.
She bounced off the ring there.
Uses to go down, though.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best moves you could do against her. Just facebuster. Simple. Basic,
Probably.
it works. Holy shit!
What the heck?
Not like most girls.
By God. Nia Jax
So she's
with some impressive agility, apparently.
She's possessing incredible power like that, and then she's able to do a hurricanrana. She's just jumping up and hurricanranaing people.
Yep.
Yeah, this is... I mean, at least she's not being able to nail her strikes, which, you know, has probably killed about 6 people.
Basically.
Those elbows, though, and she turns Naomi back around into that spine buster again. Naomi's like dead weight in her arms at this point. Nia Jax now. She's not even going to go for the leg drop. She sees that Naomi's not even moving. And Nia Jax wins with ease.
There you are.
What a... Just... Oh, pure domination.
She's not like most girls.
I mean, this is almost a scary time for SmackDown's division. You've got Nia, you know, possessing, as we've just seen in this match, bulk strength, along with somehow pulling out athleticism out of nowhere. And then on top of that, you got Winter, who will just manage to just beat you up and just consistently beat you up. And then when you're pleading for her to give up, you know, to give up and you don't want to be beaten up anymore, she continues to beat you up.
Yep.
I am almost dreading the day these two women have to go at it one-on-one.
Not only that, but you almost have to dread if either one of those two end up as the number 1 contender for the women's championship.
Oh God, that will be, you know, which...
Bex has been a great champion, but I don't know if she has what it takes to get it done against either one of them.
That's if she even makes it through Vengeance.
It's very true. She's got to get through a first time where she's defending the title in a triple threat match, not a singles match.
Exactly. Well, here comes the Revival right now. Dash Wilder set to take on Big Cass, as we said. I mean, you know, Enzo and Cass had some momentum going for them somehow. Didn't expect them to pick up the win last week, but shocking things are happening over the last month or so, apparently.
It is very true. Makes the ProJaked universe that much more appealing to watch.
Exactly. However, of course, as we've talked about before, SmackDown's probably got the most dominant champions going for it.
Yeah.
You've got tag champions who come to a combined weight of about 700 pounds.
Basically.
You've got Brock Lesnar as Intercontinental Champion, who looks like he weighs about 700 pounds.
Who hits like he weighs about 700 pounds as well.
Exactly. And then you've got arguably the greatest superstar in the world in Bobby Fish as WWE Champion.
Yep.
So not good times at all for the for anyone trying to become a number 1 contender on SmackDown. Here comes Enzo, and
And then you've got the manager of champions in Paul Heyman.
Exactly. I mean, I'm trying to understand what Enzo's saying, but
this
you know.
Is Big Cass, and he can point at the ceiling, and you can't teach that.
Bada boom, that guy up there, you're all up there, how about that?
Bada boom, we are walking to the ring. How you doing?
Well, Enzo's slow-mo walking to the ring, as we can see.
Big Cass is actually passing him.
He's overtaking him, my god.
Well, he's got those bigger legs, so...
Yeah, that you can take bigger steps.
That's very true.
So, I mean, they've got that going for them. The Revival
you know
don't look...
you know what they say about guys with big feet? They can point up to the ceiling.
Big shoes.
They can point up to the ceiling, too.
Yeah, they can.
Spell something out for us. I don't know what they spelled out.
Me either. Sofa. Something like that.
They spelled out sofas. I don't know. I don't know what sofas are.
No, shit, I dropped my grape. I don't know.
They spelled that you drop your grape. That's what they spelled.
Right, we're in California. California has nice vineyards, okay?
Can you tell, by the way, that we are totally into Smackdown here tonight?
Look, okay, it's been a busy 2 weeks. We just don't get a rest anymore. We just don't get rest days.
It is true, especially when we have times where we're flying from overseas and then flying to California and then going wherever we're going for that NXT show and then going to wherever we're going to be at for Vengeance. I mean, of course, I know where we're going for Vengeance, but I'm not going to reveal it to you guys until we get to the pay-per-view.
But of course, this happens when you're on the road to WrestleMania.
Yes, that it does.
You got to be
working
ready for
on the knee there. That's a smart
good
move
work.
right there.
Got to do that, but Cash just kicked you in the face with the boot that you were trying to work on. I mean, of course, the Revival, a team that is almost a polar opposite to Enzo and Cass. So Enzo and Cass, they like to showboat a little bit, as we just saw with their entrance. That's not the Revival's mantra.
Nope,
they come to the ring.
They're more of an old school kind of team.
They come to the ring. They beat you up. They don't try and show up. They just beat you up and then they go home.
No flips, just fists.
Exactly, and let's see if they can get him a win here tonight. Cover on Big Cass that barely got a 1 count.
We will not see Dash Wilder or Scott Dawson trying to compete for the Flippy Shit Championship anytime soon.
Exactly. Look at the strength, though, of Dash Wilder there as he suplexed Big Cass.
I mean, he is a very talented in-ring wrestler. So is Scott Dawson. The Revival on either one of the other shows would actually kind of have a chance of winning tag titles, but I don't know about their chances against Mark Henry and Roman Reigns.
That was actually going to lead into my next question: which one of these teams would have a better chance against one of these against Henry and Reigns?
Neither.
Neither. Great. There we go. That's that settled. Moving on.
I mean, Big Cass. If I had to pick between one of these teams, it'd be Cass and Enzo, just because Cass would be able to try to match power with them. But then the minute that Enzo got tagged in, the match would be over. And then, Dash and Dawson would be able to have at least some offense, but it wouldn't last too long.
Problem is with Dash and Dawson is a lot of their their things are that was really good. But a lot of their things are to do with double team maneuvers and using their fists and using grappling maneuvers. And let's be honest, how are you going to grapple Mark Henry?
Yeah, Mark Henry would probably just eat your fist.
Exactly. I mean, if he's into that is. We're not assuming anything.
Well, no. I just meant, figuratively.
Yes. Oh, it's a one-man shatter machine.
Code breaker.
Shatter machine.
So that's the shatter machine, because that's the double team move.
Shat.
Oh, that almost got the win, actually.
Just realised that, that Scott Dawson out there is, he's still got his entrance attire on, whereas apparently Enzo has decided to take off his jacket because he's that into the match. Or he hoped it was a tag team match, or one of the two.
Dawson Dawson is going to throw in the towel if need be at some point.
Ah, that's a respectable move.
He's old school. Back when they used to throw in the towel.
Oh my word, which one's
East
that?
River Crossing.
Cover by Cass. in the middle of the ring, but Wilder kicks out.
Cass kind of got thrown off of Wilder too with that.
I mean, Wilder's been possessing good strength in this matchup. Didn't foresee it coming, but it's happened.
And big $1 million fist drop there.
Maybe it's a $0 fist drop.
Maybe.
I'm not trying to say they're poor, but, you know, Enzo's jacket does say $0.
He's not about them dimes.
I don't know what Wilder's doing there, if he's calling to a wolf.
He's getting himself fired up.
Oh,
See, he was
that
going to try to
knee in the gut
suplex Cass there.
Nice DDT, though.
Yeah.
You know, you were saying that and about the revival earlier, and I kind of do wish they were on a different brand.
Oh, never mind. I was going to say that was
trading back body drops.
Go. There's the move that's just beat Dean Malenko, pin him.
But you know, I would have liked to have seen the revival maybe on a different brand.
Maybe.
I think maybe, you know, I'm not too sure about Raw. I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having them on Raw though. They can help kind of beef up that division.
Oh, like first press, Cass.
Big Cass, big Cass, big Cass.
Big pain, big horse. Ah. Hey, he used fists against him. They should know that Wilder's resistant to fists.
But you know, there is the possibility of seeing the revival on one of the other shows with the upcoming ProJaked draft.
There is, coming the week after WrestleMania, which is in, you know, 3 weeks from now.
So you never know. Maybe the revival could end up getting drafted away.
Yeah, it might be the best. Some tag team division will be shaken up, of course.
Yes.
Some teams will be broken up. You know, some teams will stay together.
Maybe Big Cass and Enzo Amore will get broken up, and Big Cass can be a big single star.
I fear for Enzo Amore's career at that point.
Well,
this is backbreaker again.
Well, I would fear for his career too, but there's a certain other jobber over on ECW that seems to be having success as well, so I can't really say anything about that.
Thank you, the ECW committee.
Man, am I so glad we're going to be seeing the Miz challenge for the ECW.
S-A-W-F-T.
Oh my
Empire
God, the Empire
elbow. What are they trying to say about that? Are they trying to say the Empire is going to come, the Empire State Building is going to come crashing down and it hurts inside, or?
No, it's the Empire, like from Star Wars.
Right. Okay, so he just basically, why did he just get a lightsaber on top of his head?
I don't know. I couldn't get the 3 count though.
It's because he didn't go for the pin right away. He used some more moves, and
yep.
I think that gave Wilder time to recover, maybe. It looked like Dawson might have been laughing on the outside there. The fact that he couldn't put him away. Oh! Shot!
Maybe that's why he was laughing. Because he knew that giving him all that time to recover would have had that happen. Big Cass no sawing that though.
No, I think his large frame got him in the ropes, but he's busted open though.
He is.
You can see as well in this matchup, Dawson on the outside has been much more vocal compared to Enzo. Enzo kind of stood there, whereas,
well, from what we can tell, I mean,
yeah,
Enzo has been off screen a little bit too.
Oh, it's the East River Crossing.
No,
no,
I don't know what he calls that.
He wins.
It's his version of the Winds of Change, and it was a match.
The Castman Slam. Look at those eyes. That's the eyes of a winner.
The big Cass Slam.
That was quite an enjoyable match.
There you go. Big Cass. What momentum that these two are getting right now.
I know. They might end up being next in line at this rate.
Oh, and they might want to cut back on the momentum then.
I
don't think, unless Big Cass is trying to break out as a single star, I don't think you should put Enzo Amore in the ring anywhere near Mark Henry or Roman Reigns right now.
Maybe they should become Enzo and Big Cass and someone else to help them out. There you go.
Yeah. Enzo can just be the manager.
Enzo and Big Cass and Brock Lesnar. That'll help.
I don't think Brock Lesnar would be okay with them, though. Brock Lesnar would be like, you're talking about broken up jalopies, I'm going to F5 you.
Enzo and Big Cass and
They have to get some other big man. Meanwhile, here comes Randy Orton.
Braun Strowman. I don't know what he's doing.
He's on ECW.
Yeah, but he likes beating people up.
They can get Eric Rowan. He's not doing anything.
There you go. Luke Harper.
After all, Eric Rowan is a genius, so...
Yeah, you might be able to give him a lethal strategy.
No, it can't be Harper, though. He's busy with Raven.
Yeah, but, you know...
Whatever that thing is.
But if you kidnap him...
Wait, I thought that's why he was teaming with Raven, because Raven kidnapped him. Why would you honestly want to team up with Raven at this point?
It's a fair point. Maybe you think he's an actual bird. You can go flying places with him.
Maybe.
But you know what doesn't fly? A viper.
No, he makes you fly after he gets you with the RKO.
He does. Well, Randy Orton and Sami Zayn. Probably going to be the match of the night, I imagine, between these two.
Possibly.
I mean, Randy Orton felt momentum in that Royal Rumble. He had a strong performance, as did, of course, Sami Zayn, who made his return.
Very true.
Always bringing joy to Friday Night SmackDown when he shows up. Returned last week against James Stormer, picked up the win there. And now here tonight to do battle with the Viper. This is going to be... If Sami Zayn wants to have a tough test, you know, to see if he's ready, if he came back at the right time, now's the, well, this is the man really to prove it against.
Very true. I mean, Randy Orton is the veteran of SmackDown. One of those wrestled the most matches on SmackDown, so.
Got every reason to go up against this man. I mean, you know, we still don't really know what the intentions of Sami Zayn is after his return, but a long way to go still until WrestleMania, thinking about it. Still like 10 weeks or something along those lines.
Yep.
It's probably less than that, but you know, probably 2 months now actually.
Coming to you only on the ProJaked channel.
Exactly. But who knows what Sami wants? Maybe he wants that shot against Bobby Fish. Maybe he wants to be, you know, back on the injury shelf and go take on Brock Lesnar. I don't know.
Who knows?
What we do know is right now he's fighting the Viper.
In what should be a very good matchup.
What would let's go through a win for both men. What does a win for Randy Orton do?
It gets him some momentum that's kind of needed at this point. I mean, he's still kind of, yeah, he had a good showing in the Rumble, but he's still kind of at that point where he's like kind of there, but not really doing much there kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, win over Sami Zayn, former WWE champion, everything would definitely be a big, strong point for him.
And if Sami Zayn wins?
It would definitely prove, for one, that he, you know, came back from his injury at the right time and that he's actually fully recovered. And then that, too, that he can still get it done against SmackDown's best talents.
There you go. So,
cover.
With everything going on, you know, regarding the WWE Championship division, would you say this would help towards the Intercontinental Championship rankings, or would you say this is more so a WWE Championship ranking situation?
You know what? I gotta imagine it's probably actually more towards the WWE title rankings, because Orton is kind of, you know, on the outside looking in when it comes to that title picture right now, especially with, you know, with O'Reilly's failure to capture the title against Fish, a couple months ago. Mm-hmm. So Orton's definitely looking to get himself into that title picture, and Sami, since his return, I gotta imagine is still kind of right on the verge of that title picture and everything, since, you know, he was in that picture before he got injured. So there you go.
In that picture before he got injured, he was bloody WWE champion.
He was in the picture, wasn't he?
But he was more than just in the picture. He was the picture.
He was the center of the picture.
Yeah, there we go. I'd be down for a Fish Zayn rematch, or an actual match between the two for that WWE Championship.
Swanton bomb.
Sami Zayn wants to get the win here. Something's ready to install. Hopefully it's, you know, decent audio for our production crew.
No.
No? Okay.
The production crew kind of continues to fail here on SmackDown.
Which is a shame, considering their show has got some top quality talents on it.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you hire Chuck Palumbo for the production crew for the week.
My goodness, I didn't even know he existed as Orton there with the signature series of stomps. Yeah, that wins the match.
I mean, it could.
It didn't.
If that last one, if that last one to the head knocks you out, I guess it could.
It's a fair point. I mean, can you expect to see Orton in this matchup going straight for Sami's ribs and his back? Because, that was basically the centerfold of Brock Lesnar's attack. Not
really. I think Orton's going to continue to focus more on the head area just because that's where most of his offense is. He's got, you got that final stomp of the Orton stomp, and then you got the Hangman DDT from the middle rope, and then the RKO. It's kind of focused around the head, so I imagine that's where a lot of his offense is going to be coming from.
It's a fair point. And if all else fails, he'll just kick him in the head. Run and kick him in the head with that punt.
Exactly.
Sami Zayn. Uh-oh, Blue Thunder bomb by Zayn. Great counter by Orton.
Orton saw it coming.
That is one way to get out of it right at the last moment.
That's that veteran status of Randy Orton.
Here we go. We're talk about being a veteran. Oh my God. Vintage Orton.
Right on the head.
Vintage. Sami Zayn, though, rolling out of the ring because his damage resilience, to be fair, is almost second to none on SmackDown.
That's very true.
As is his hitting the forearm in the corner resilience.
Yep. He was striking the person in front of Orton, that invisible person you didn't see.
Ah. Kenny Dykstra.
He's really excited, though.
Well, I assume so. He's feeling himself getting pumped up for whatever this is. It's a spin kick. It's an Irish whip. It's Randy Orton swatting him down to the ground.
Randy Orton have none of that.
That looked painful. Ooh, grabbing on the arm there. Sami Zayn now. His quick strikes will have their effect. I mean, Sami Zayn's going to be focusing on the head of Orton as well. Thinking about it.
Yeah.
There's the haluva kick, and then, of course, if all else fails, locking in the Koji clutch.
Very true. He's going for something here out of the corner.
Split-legged moonsault by Zayn. That was
interesting.
Nice. Quick move by Zayn, but he got the job done. Oh, there's a counter by Orton.
Oh, moved out of the way.
With with how we've seen on ECW about the ECW champion Diamond Dallas Page executing the Diamond Cutter out of nowhere. Randy Orton could be taking a lesson or two from that, and we could see more RKOs appearing out of absolutely nowhere.
Oh my God, split-legged moonsault again.
And now he's going to go for the pin off of it. Do you think he's done enough here on Orton? But Orton, oof. But he powered his way out there too.
Sami Zayn really going crazy about the corners here.
And it kind of slows down Orton's momentum. It just keeps him locked in one position where he can keep his eye on Orton, because Orton's a slithery little snake.
That is very true.
So if he keeps him locked in a corner, there's not so much room for Orton to run to. Countered that chop there, and now Randy Orton brings him into the center of the ring for a nasty neck breaker.
Now he's stomping around.
Look at them stomps. Uh-oh. Sizing up Sami Zayn for something here. Dropping the knee right on the head.
Signature knee drop from Randy Orton there.
Oh, here we go. Incoming RKO for Sami Zayn. But Zayn stuffs it.
Zayn having none of that RKO.
And Randy Orton did not look amused about that. Rolls up Zayn here. Knew what he was going for. But Zayn kicks out a one. This has been another case of back and forth.
That's very true.
Now the crowd getting a little bit anxious. They want to see an RKO, apparently.
Well, I mean, it's like we said, it's Randy Orton. He's a veteran here on SmackDown, so the SmackDown crowd is always going to love Randy Orton.
In the corner. Hello, kick by Zayn, though.
That could do it.
Look at that. Just ran in. Caught Orton off guard. Put away Storm last week. Is it the same fate for Randy Orton? The pin. 1, 2, and no.
Randy Orton just getting out there before the 3 count.
Do you think Sami Zayn was hoping that would put him away? Because, maybe he doesn't want to go too long distance and risk aggravating his injury again.
I mean, maybe, but in a way it might be a good thing too, because if Sami Zayn can still pull this off in the end, having a longer match like this will prove that he's more healed from his injury than some would believe. Especially with all these split-legged moonsaults he keeps hitting.
There's a third one. And another cover here. Will this one put away Orton? He's got 1 on it. 2. And, oh, that was a late kick out by Orton.
Orton's still feeling dazed from that haluva kick.
Imagine so. Sami Zayn running at you full force and booting you in the face. Northern Light suplex. Not going to go for the bridge. That's because Zayn is just wanting to stay on the offense right now. Going to another corner. You never know when that haluva kick could pop out. Or maybe an exploder suplex into the corner.
My God.
Sami Zayn took a little bit of time there before going to the cover and didn't really analyze where Orton was at all.
Orton's foot was barely under the rope there. Good job by a referee here to call that.
Oh. Koji clutch by Zayn. Look at that. That leg wrapped around Orton's throat. Type out?
Said tap out.
Oh, there's a type out. He's got this locked in here. Question of how long Orton can hang on.
Type the word out.
If he types out, he gets out of the submission. Oh, he's got a U. Can he get that T in time? That keyboard is going to fade away from him. Oh my God, he's been in this hold a long time. Oh, he finally typed it.
My God.
Oh, and he typed RKO into the keyboard as well.
That's got to be it.
Cover on Zayn. No, it's a 2 count.
That was impressive, though, to go from being locked in a Koji clutch for that long to just hit an RKO out of nowhere there.
Oh, my word. The crowd there was kind of stunned that he was able to get out of that submission, and then all of a sudden...
Oh, the referee's down. Randy Orton saying, hey, get out of my way.
Oh, he stomped on his foot. Sami Zayn's not happy about that one.
Maybe that was Orton's way of saying, referee, you should have counted to the 3 faster.
Maybe so, but you know, gotta call it what it is.
Taking him up to the top rope here.
Could be dangerous for both men. Sami Zayn known for having good high-flying abilities, so if he's able to counter something, well, we've seen from the split-legged moonsault that he knows what he's doing up on that top rope. But it's a superplex by Orton.
We've seen that in matches in the past. But
down on the back, that of course, down on that formerly injured back of Sami Zayn. But he's still fighting in this one. He's refusing to give in, and you got to give him credit, and he's now rolling up Orton. Perhaps he feels as if he's done enough to try and get a shock win. Sami Zayn gets it done.
My God, there you go.
Snuck in that roll up. When you see an opportunity, you got to pounce on it, and it worked.
Now Sami Zayn with the impressive victory over Randy Orton.
That means, well, that probably puts him further up in the rankings, I assume, in some manner.
Yeah.
So, whoever whoever wins next week out of Fish and Owens may have Sami Zayn to worry about.
I mean, it's only fitting, you know, he's former champion, so it'd be fitting for him to get his shot at the title again.
We'll hope that he can get that opportunity. I would love to see Sami Zayn either getting another opportunity for that title or winning a second WWE Championship. We'll find out what's going to happen regarding that. But now,
big
tag team matchup. He says, yeah, WWE title number 2. Wow. Now, main event time.
Here comes Mark Henry.
Get him heading towards the ring with that WWE Tag Team Championship around his waist. And Paul Heyman behind him applauding. The world's strongest man.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing with Henry is he's one of those types that doesn't necessarily need a championship, but when he holds it, you really worry about trying to take it from him.
Oh yeah. I mean, just remember that time when he was WWE champion.
Exactly.
That's all you need to say. He just walked through everyone back then.
It took somebody like Finn Balor to finally take that title off of him.
Exactly. I mean, he went through your United States champion. He went through Scott Steiner, who at the time was one of the best.
Scott Steiner.
Surprisingly, he won a Grand Slam championship in a few months, you know.
How much would we remember Scott Steiner?
I forgot who he is already. Alright, well.
Rest in peace, Scott Steiner's career.
Yep, well, you want to talk about one of the best. Here is arguably one of them, Bobby Fish. Getting set to defend that WWE Championship next week.
Yep. That should be a really great matchup.
The uncrowned, but in our mind, crowned Superstar of the Year for 2016.
I mean, might as well give it to him. We didn't really have an award show for it, but it's not like there's anybody else that you could possibly vote for.
Exactly. Now the thing is with Fish, and I have to ask you this considering you know who the longest reigning champion is. Do you think Fish's intent now is to break that record held by Michael Bennett?
Yep, I believe that is.
Do you think he can do
I honestly believe. Yeah, I think he possibly could. Especially with having Mark Henry and Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman with him, I think he possibly could.
All right, and then I think I know what you were going to say there. So continue your point.
Yeah, I feel like not only is he going to go for Bennett's record and become the longest reigning singles champion, I think he's going to go for the Shield's record and become the longest reigning champion, period, in the ProJaked universe.
Well, imagine if we could do that, but so you're saying next week you think Fish is going to be able to retain over Kevin Owens?
Yes.
Wow, that's a shifting opinion from the Royal Rumble.
I mean, I like Owens. I really do like Owens, and I feel like he should be champion again, but we saw it there at the Rumble. We saw Fish be able to handle Kevin Owens.
It ended under controversial circumstances, and that, of course, is, not controversial, but questionable circumstances.
Yeah.
And that is, of course, why this rematch is taking place next week. No, there's already been decided, finalized, no Henry, no Reigns, no Heyman at ringside. It will be a one fall to a finish matchup.
But I mean, that's the thing is, Bobby Fish excels in those situations as well. We've seen it plenty of times.
Exactly, and then here comes a man who shook up SmackDown when he returned last week, the 3-time world champion, and a man who's probably looking to win his second WWE Championship, CM Punk.
Oh, imagine Fish and Punk going at it for the title.
I think you have just potentially made a WrestleMania matchup right there.
Yeah, very much so. That'd be huge.
I would be 100% down to see those two go at it. I mean, in a way we still haven't realized what CM Punk's true intentions for returning is. He hasn't said a word since returning.
I mean, for all we know, he just got bored sitting at home.
Maybe so.
Maybe he got bored.
Well, he showed that.
Maybe he got bored of the retirement home that him and DiBiase were hanging out in.
Yeah, maybe he got bored of DiBiase.
And
maybe he'd DiBiase's going in the Rumble. I think I'll give it a crack myself, and it worked out a little bit better for him. And now he's contracted to Friday Night SmackDown.
I was gonna say the problem is that if he did do that, then he has the advantage over DiBiase because DiBiase has not signed. He's not signed to any roster right now.
Right, well, Kevin Owens wants to start this match off. He's hungry to get his hands on anyone he can, really. And look at this, putting the boots to Henry off the start. What do you see the team of Owens and Punk working like?
I feel like it's going to be one of those that they kind of care about themselves and not each other. And I feel like that's probably what's going to lead to Henry and Fish winning this matchup.
Well, there we go.
The fact that Henry and Fish have at least they have a few months of working together and be able to work well together. Whereas, Owens and Punk, it's gonna be more of just, I want to prove that I'm the better one, that I deserve the title, and so forth. And so they're probably gonna end up, they'll beat up on Mark Henry for a while, but both of them are probably gonna end up trying to pin Fish in this matchup just to prove that they deserve a shot. And it's probably gonna end up leading to their downfall.
That makes sense. You were going on about, though, Fish and Punk at a future date. Imagine Owens and Punk as well.
Oh, that could be big.
I mean, any one of those matches could also be SmackDown's next pay-per-view.
That is very true.
It's entirely possible. 4 weeks away from that event now, as there's a rake of the eyes by Owens. Certainly not a conventional way to get out of a move. He gets the job done. Got the strength, though, of Kevin Owens.
I mean, there's no secret there that Kevin Owens is a strong individual. Not necessarily the world's strongest individual, but definitely a strong guy.
So instead of WSM, he's like VSG, very strong guy.
Yes.
Alright, Kevin Owens is going to get that on the back of his shirt now. Oh, Paul Heyman already deciding that he wants to have the match shift in his favour a little bit.
Well, of course.
It's not enough having, the world's strongest man and the best wrestler on the planet. You've got to add a steel chair to the mix and shove it right into Kevin Owens' gut. And he's hit Punk with it.
I'm kind of confused as to why the referee didn't see that blatantly happening right in front of his face, but, I suppose whatever.
I mean, let's just assess the power there of Mark Henry. He gently pushed that chair out of the ring and he knocked CM Punk flying off the apron.
Yes.
The Punk is back up to his feet and here we go. We're going to get an early preview maybe of next week. Owens fighting back. Oh, massive lariat there. And look at this. Henry still in the ring, but all he cared about then was Fish. One slight mistake and Fish is right on the offense. This is a gorgeous move every time he hits it.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens, too, because the last couple times that these guys have met under tag team circumstances, Owens has pinned Fish.
Exactly. Both in, both on TV and at house shows.
Yep.
Just want to clear that out there. Oh, God, here we go. CM Punk wants to get involved in this matchup now. We're going to have Punk and Fish going at it.
So just kind of a basic double team move there, not necessarily working really well as a team.
The knee to the face there by Punk into the Bulldog. What a counter by Bobby Fish.
Fish having none of that. Punk wasn't happy about that, though.
Paul Heyman watching this matchup behind Mark Henry's leg.
I mean, to be fair, probably safer for him to be behind Mark Henry there.
It's a fair point. Well, I mean, these two guys have never been in the, the universe at the same time as one another. When Punk left, Fish still wasn't around for like another 3 weeks before that.
Yep.
So, it's weird to think that, but then of course, wasn't even signed when Punk left. Punk comes back and he's possibly the best in the world. He's possibly taking Punk's moniker.
Not only that, but technically you could call them the leader of the biggest two factions in SmackDown history as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you got, the new Dangerous Alliance there with Fish obviously as the leader of it, and then, of course, you have the Shield with Punk obviously as the leader of it.
So here we go. It's kind of SmackDown's two, I don't know what you'd say, most dominant forces maybe, or something along those lines.
Most significant leaders of...
Yeah, that'll do it.
I feel like just another basic double team move there. I mean, they're kind of just relying more on their individual skills there.
Well, it's not like they want a gun for tag team titles, let's be honest.
Well, yeah. But still, you're still going up against somebody who, going up against two people who are used to tagging with each other. You've got to still have a bit of a strategy. We've seen Mark Henry and Bobby Fish. We've seen Mark Henry and Bobby Fish team up multiple times so far.
Look at this. Wow. Henry back in the ring, but pushed away by Owens there. Fish looking a little bit... I don't know what the word is. He looked a little bit fatigued maybe from being in the ring with both men. There's the strength of Kevin Owens.
Oh, God.
The strength that could lead him to a 5th WWE Championship next week. A 4th even. Definitely not a 5th. Another tag made. What are we going to see? 3D!
On the big man. Alright, forget what I was saying before. They clearly have the double team thing down. They just hit the 3D.
Punk there, knee in the face, and a clothesline to follow up. I mean, at least Owens and, unlike Owens and Cena, they haven't gone for killing time yet. They haven't gone and tried and nicked off any of your tag team finishes. Look at Owens in the background there, hitting that move. Can he make... Yeah, that's it. Can he make Mark Henry tap out to the Anaconda Vice? No, he can't, maybe. Look, oh, that's how you get out of it. Just brute strength.
Yep. It is Mark Henry. What do you expect? He's not going to get out of it with some aerial move, that's for sure.
Gets out of it, 450s his way out of it, lands, kicks up on his feet.
He does that, and that's when you know that the world is truly coming to an end.
The Flippy Shit Championship will indefinitely change hands, I think.
Yes.
Fish.
Clearly, the referee is the one that should be getting a title shot against Bobby Fish.
The referee wanting no, wanted no problems in this matchup. And now he's sniffing Mark Henry's ass.
Not
Not too sure how I feel about this. It's a good shout.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think the MVP of this matchup so far is clearly the referee.
Oh, Punk's been eliminated from the Royal Rumble again. He's not able to enter the 2018 one.
2018 Royal Rumble coming to you in about 40-some weeks here on the ProJaked channel.
It was 50 weeks on ECW.
Well, I've changed my mind.
We're all too confused. Dates confuse us.
We're gonna bring it even earlier for you. We're gonna make it happen on New Year's Day.
It's gonna be a New Year's revolution.
New Year's Rumble.
You were on about it though. Look, Owens is just standing there. He's not helping.
Goodness, Punk is
Look at this.
getting attacked by both men on the outside there.
Nice move there by Fish.
Almost dropped him on the
referee. As the referee tries to grab a fly that made its way into the ring. Uh-oh. Look at this, just both men continuing that assault. You'd expect Owens to get involved at some point. Oh, into the steps.
Punk getting into the ring simply just to escape that double team that was happening.
That count is getting quite... That count up to 9 right now. Oh, look at that Punk right at the end, though. He didn't want it. He didn't want this one ended by count out. Oh, that may have been your... No. May not be his regret. Heyman getting a bit too close to the action right now.
That's why Heyman was hiding behind Mark Henry.
And Heyman... Oh, God!
Paul Heyman's in the ring!
Oh, Kevin Owens wanted to get his hands on it, but apparently not. No, Heyman left the ring in time. Owens would have loved to get his hands there on Paul Heyman. Right, maybe we're back to a little bit of normality. A punch there. Look at these. Just these strikes are just enough to knock someone out.
I think anytime that Mark Henry's in the ring, I don't think you can have any sort of normality.
Look at that!
He does that.
Oh, whoa,
That's what he does. That's what
Mark Henry is running back in the ring right now. Kevin Owens really wants back in the ring, apparently. Imagine if Mark Henry had turned down into a 619 of so. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Trouble. No, Punk counters his way out of it by a simple elbow in the face. And pays for it by probably getting his jaw broken. And now his chin.
Taken off.
And potentially his neck. Now his back. No, that is a great way to get out of it, though, by Punk. Look at the strength of CM Punk now. Go to sleep to Henry. Into the cover. Fish can't move. And that's a win for CM Punk and Kevin Owens.
There you go.
However, neither Fish nor Owens got a pin or were pinned.
Yeah.
So there's kind of in a way no...
Almost as if they're teasing it for next week.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have thought that would have happened?
Not me. Not me at all. Alright, well, that was a good showing, though, by Punk. Clearly, 2 years away has done absolutely nothing to him, and if Punk keeps up these performances, we could be looking at the next #1 contender.
Very well could be.
I mean, you never know. I mean, once Sami Zayn could disagree with that, and if that's the case, then I would love to see Sami Zayn and CM Punk have a one-on-one match.
Oh, that'd be great.
So, but you know, we'll never mind about #1 contenders. Next week, we're going to find out who the WWE Champion is. Will it still be Bobby Fish, or will KO take home WWE Championship #4? Only one way to find out, and that's to tune in next week. But that ends this episode of Universe. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys, and ta-ra.